I wanted to give a more detailed overview of our nutrition coaching program here at bStrong. So this program is habit-based, which means we're not going to be telling you exactly what to eat. We're not going to hand you a meal plan and say, eat this, but don't eat this. We're going to give you more tools and strategies that you can use to make your own decisions on what's going to be best for yourself. What most people try to do when it comes to fat loss or just improving their eating in general is they take some extreme actions like I'm not going to eat sweets for this month, or I'm going to stop eating bread or pasta, or I'm going to follow this particular diet like keto or Atkins or paleo. The problem with this approach is that you don't think enough about the distant future. You don't think about what happens when I get to the end of this month, or what happens when it's my birthday and I want to eat a piece of cake. There's not really a plan for that. So typically you're on this more extreme program, and then at some point you meet some resistance. You have extra work stress or life stress, or you have a birthday party for your kid and you want to eat some pizza and ice cream. And then because you've deprived yourself so much up to this point and you didn't have a plan, the wheels fall off. You get frustrated, you end up giving up. You had this mindset that you were either going to be on track or off track, and then once you fall off track, it's really hard to refocus and to start over again. So oftentimes you'll end up on this yo-yo cycle with your weight, like you'll lose a few pounds, then gain it back, then maybe lose a few more pounds, gain those back. You start losing motivation over time, and it's hard just to keep that positive momentum, and you just end up getting really frustrated. So this program is a lot different from that approach. It's all about meeting you where you are. We know that everyone comes from different backgrounds, has different habits that they've learned over their lives. Some people are vegan or vegetarian. Some people eat meat. Some people eat more of a particular cuisine. Some people are going to be more active than others. Everybody has their own story, but this program is designed to meet you where you are and kind of create your own journey that's going to be best for you, and then give you the best strategies to use for your particular circumstances. So the program's 3 months long, although we do have more phases you can continue if you're interested. The reason though it's 3 months rather than just 4 weeks or 6 weeks is that it takes time to see changes. It's not a quick weight loss program. It's not designed to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. It's a habit building program where we're teaching you how to make the best decisions for yourself and for your health. And forming habits does take time. So that's why these quick programs usually result in pretty poor success long term. Sure, you can go extreme for a few weeks. You might be able to see some pretty good weight loss over the course of a few weeks, but you're not giving yourself enough time for these things to actually become habit, to become automatic, and so you don't do very well in the long term. So this program is not meant to feel overwhelming or extreme like a lot of these other programs. And I know it's not very sexy for me to talk about this program that's going to take a little longer and thinking more about the long-term future in 6 months down the road rather than something that's going to give you a six-pack in 2 weeks. But we're actually going to give you a chance to work on and refine these habits so they'll stick with you, meaning the benefits will continue far into the future even after you're done with the program. So with the program, we have an app that you're going to use. Each day there'll be a short lesson, usually just 3 to 5 minutes, pretty quick. And it'll teach you more about the habit that we're working on. It'll give you ideas and strategies on how to improve that habit. And then you'll have an action item, which will be our habit for that phase. So each day you'll read a lesson and you might have your habit that says, eat protein with your breakfast. And you'll check a box, either yes, I did that for today, or no, I wasn't able to do that for today. So over time, we can see how consistent you are. And we're not expecting 100%, which is a very important lesson in the whole program, is that you don't need to be perfect. We can see whether or not you're making progress. The whole idea is that we're going more for progress rather than perfection. And there will also be a lot of check-ins with your certified nutrition coach, as well as with the group throughout the program. We'll have virtual meetings where we'll talk about the particular habit that we're working on. We'll discuss things that are going well, things that aren't going well, and then possible strategies to help you improve your habit. And it also gives people a chance to share ideas with each other. And we've got a Facebook group too that'll serve a similar purpose of sharing ideas and thoughts and struggles along the way. And the app also has a messaging feature, so you're able to ask your coach questions throughout the program as well. Each person can choose if they want to track certain metrics along the way, like body fat or body fat percentage, or just general things like energy levels or mood. Each person's going to be a little different, so we give you the flexibility to track what's most important to you. So overall, the idea is to help you learn more about healthy eating and determine what that means to you. I don't consider it a fat loss program, although that is a common outcome for most people. It's more of a healthy eating, education, and habit forming program, which will stick with you much longer than the actual program itself. So if your goal is fat loss, these are going to be the foundational habits that you're going to need to accomplish that goal. And it's also going to give you a better chance of maintaining that goal into the future, of maintaining a healthy weight. And then if your goal is just long-term health or lowering your risk of a bunch of chronic diseases, this will also be helpful because we're going to teach you how to incorporate more nutritious foods that tend to lower your risk for these different diseases, help you have more energy, less brain fog, and just feel better on a daily basis. All things we'd probably like to experience. So if you're interested, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks for listening.